Welcome back to Candy's Art World. I'm Candy, and today I'm going to do a watercolor butterfly. It was just kind of an experiment to see if I can get like abstract flower background. Um, the butterfly wings aren't really all that symmetrical. I did try, but um, it was still a good practice. I really enjoy using the seafoam green kind of color, the mint green and blue combo for the wings on the butterfly. And I do end up using liquid masking fluid. This, using the masking fluid is a good way to be able to get your background um, laid in without having to paint around every little thing. But you have to make sure that you let the masking fluid dry before you move on to the next step. I use the back of my paintbrush to add dots of masking fluid because the abstract flower was just like little, in my mind anyways, it was just like a cluster of little blooms. I apparently missed a little bit. I apparently didn't push record when I started, but I worked with shades of yellow and orange and blue to paint in the background. When I put the masking fluid on the butterfly, I did it kind of streaky, kind of on purpose, just to see what it would look like if it would add depth to the butterfly when I go to paint it. And I use a rubber cement eraser to lift up all the masking fluid. You have to be careful. Some watercolor paper can tear under the pressure when you're pulling up the masking fluid. This particular paper didn't, but I've since this video I've gotten some heavier watercolor paper for really cheap, but it was like 300 pounds, and I wanted to try a heavyweight watercolor paper, but it was inexpensive, and I didn't think that it would rip because I didn't know that was a possibility. And when I worked hard on the background and went and lifted the masking fluid, and it peeled almost the whole area that the masking fluid was on. I went ahead and painted it anyways, but I was quite upset about that. So maybe before you jump into a project with a lot of time and effort put into it, you might should test your paper with your masking fluid before you invest all that time. As you can see, the wings are not parallel at all, or not parallel, symmetrical. I think the inspiration photo I was using, maybe one of the wings was lifted, but it didn't translate well for me on this one. That was just my own errors. And I decided to add in a little pink because pink's my favorite color, but I kind of think I liked it better without the pink, but it does help add a little more dimension, like a blurred out background dimension. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Have a great day.